Kyle Meredith back, and as promised, finally, Nicole Atkins.
Hi, I'm sorry.
That's how you're gonna start with it. No, own it, own it.
I'm owning it.
Yeah, own it. You're
I'm here.
We're on your time.
Yeah, I had to, pull a Liberace, make you wait a little.
That's all right.
I think you did that.
It's set up nicely. You did. It's fashionable entrance.
I'm still getting used to the time change.
It's all right. You would not be the first one by far.
Okay, good.
Many, many folks, especially because you're living in Nashville these days.
Yep.
And there's the assumption that we're on the same time.
Yeah.
As Nashville.
Yep, it's not true.
We are in the future.
Yeah, you're in the future.
Well, hey, welcome back to Louisville.
Yeah, thanks.
It's so great to see you. Nicole Atkins playing tonight at WFPK's Winter Wednesday. Riley Walker's also on the bill. It's so great to have you here.
It's going to be fun.
A part of this this whole thing. So let's get into this. We were just talking about Nashville. You've been down there what now?
A little over a year.
Yeah.
Yeah, we moved there 2 falls ago.
Has that been a big change for you?
Big change.
Really? Has it?
Yeah. I think I finally like it.
You finally like it? So what happened? You get down there, like any city, I guess you just move into it first. There's a little bit of
we just moved. I'm from the Jersey Shore, so I'm used to being a block away from the beach and easy access to giant slices of pizza and hot dogs and stuff.
Yeah, so you've got that river flowing beside you, but that's about the only beach that you can...
And you have to drive everywhere. But I will say that the people are really nice. And so I finally, I think 2 weeks ago, I started really liking it.
Yeah. Well, I know it's obviously a good place for a musician. And I see that it feels like you've gotten acclimated into at least the scene because you're sort of playing with everybody down there right now. You want Nicole Atkins to give someone a tribute? She's up for a good tribute.
They have a tribute show every other day. They're like, are you going to do Elton John Fest on Saturday? I'm like, I just did it. I'm already on it.
It does, because I saw you did something with Zeppelin.
Yeah, the Zeppelin thing was awesome.
Cohen, maybe?
No, it was it was a tribute to all the musicians that passed away last year. So I sang Sharon Jones.
Oh, that was
really nice to be able to do.
Yeah. But getting down in there, is that, and I also saw that you're also backing up Tracy Bonham and her record as well.
Yeah.
Is that just from being in Nashville, or is that just friends of friends?
Well, Tracy's from, she lives in Woodstock, so she's a New York friend.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm just kind of, you got something going on, call me. I'm game.
Game. Well, again, we're excited to have you here. We should make use of this nice guitarist that you have with you, who I know you've introduced me to. Who's with you today?
This is Zach Setchfield.
All right.
He's from Nashville.
Hi, Zach.
Yeah.
Well,
I like him.
Let's hear a song first, and then we'll talk some more about this new album you got coming up.
Do you want to hear the fast sad one or the slow sad one?
The fast sad? I feel like we're going to get both of them eventually, right? Yeah, your pick.
Fast sad. Want to do Cry, Cry, Cry? Sure. Okay.
Right,
the song's called Cry, Cry, Cry. This is the happy one.
Yeah.
You ought to ask her if 2 wrongs make a right, 'cause our love's a dark disaster since I turned on the light. Everyone stumbles in spite of themselves, but you're holding the cards and I'm sharing the wealth. So I cry, cry, cry. Don't you know how I feel? I've been low on your lies while you're high on a heel. Oh, I try, try, try. It does me no good, and you won't hear my warning. It's a bad day dawning, so I cry. Love me forever, but the trust, it has been lost. You always said you'd hurt me never, but now the line has been crossed. I hung your picture and leveled my dart at the fold in the page. That's the crease in your heart. So I cry, 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 'cause I don't understand how I'm under the spell of a confidence man. Oh, I try, try, try. It does me no good, and you won't hear my warning. It's a bad day dawning, I cry. That's a drum solo right here. Oh, I cry, cry, cry. I'm stuck where I stand while you're running around. Should be holding my hand. Oh, I try, try, try. It does me no good, and you won't hear my warning. It's a bad day dawning. I cry. Oh, I cry.
Nicole Atkins here on 91.9 WFPK on vocals and whistling. That was nice.
I always whistle at the end of
and the drum solo, too.
knee slaps. Take lessons.
She's playing tonight at WFPK's Winter Wednesday at the Clifton Center with Riley Walker. And again, you can get the details at WFPK.org. I know you've got new music, and I think we're going to hear a little bit of that here soon. We've been playing a little crazy, and that's going to be on a new record, right?
Yeah.
Eventually.
Yeah, it's going to come out hopefully in June.
In June?
Yeah.
Yeah. So is that, because I know there's a sound of that, and we'll get to the story too, but is that song representative of how the album's going to feel? Because I sort of hear, I know you've got this affinity for Roy Orbison, which I love, and there's that in there, and I kind of remember that being your early sound when you first came out that you had sort of gotten away from. So
yeah, I went on my prog rock phase for a little while, but you got to follow the vibe. But yeah, that was, I wanted to, make a record that was like a mixture of Roy Orbison and Janis Joplin. Okay. And I was like, can we do that? And we did, I think.
I mean, you seem perfect for that.
Yeah.
Like it's all been leading up to that.
Yeah, almost. It's all been leading up to this moment. I was like, I got to use my voice as big as I can before I go into my Tom Waits phase.
I can't wait for that, actually. Look, we should talk about who you co-wrote on this record.
Yeah, I co-wrote a couple songs with Chris Isaac. And it was him, too. Like, he's like, Nicole, you have a thing you could do with your voice. You might as well do it. Stop doing this prog rock stuff.
Well, I mean, with Chris, he's also, you guys kind of came from the same influences and stuff like that. Like, and that's the thing, like, you're saying, like, you wanted to go into, did you specifically go into the record saying that you wanted to sound like that, or matching up with Chris? That just seems so perfect when you're talking about that sound.
Yeah, well, Chris and I, like, we did some songs that sounded like that, and then when I was putting together the songs for the record, like, I had so many, I took 3 years to write, and I was like, I want to make something that sounds very much of a certain vibe and era. So, I just weeded out a lot of the songs that didn't sound like that and stuck with the ones that did.
Yeah. Well, I love what we've heard so far, obviously. Thanks. And aside from that, we started playing this EP that you just released, Cotton Mather just released.
Yeah.
With you as well. How did that come about?
We, so Robert Harrison and I co-wrote for my second record, Mondo Amore. And there were a bunch of songs that we wrote that didn't make it on the album. And so he went and recorded the music and then had me sing. And this was back in like 2010.
Yeah.
So
those songs have been around a little bit.
Yeah, and I always play them at my solo shows. Like Call Me the Witch, I always do them at my solo shows because I say it's my my folk song. But he texted me like a month before the EP came out, and he's like, I'm going to release the EP on New Year's Eve. I'm like, that's an odd date. Okay.
It was a fun find out there, but even musically, as we talk about, it sort of fits with what you're doing now. It's like he waited just long enough for it all to come back around again.
Yeah, it's weird how like the pop cycle, I think like fashion from 2007 is going to be back this year too.
It's happening, right?
It's totally happening.
We've already gone through the 90s.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now we're getting into the noughties, right? I feel like you can only say that in a British accent.
In a British accent.
Yeah.
I only can now.
They were the only people that did. Noughties.
Because you can't say the knots.
No, I just said the 2000s.
The 2000s,
my husband's
right.
from Scotland. He's like, oh, it's so noughties.
Right. It sounds like something else entirely, but that's the joy of it.
Yeah. It was a naughty time.
It was a naughty time, I suppose so. Nicole Atkins here on 91.9 WFPK. Tonight at WFPK's Winter Wednesday. Let's hear another song.
Cool.
What you got?
This song's called A Little Crazy. This is the one that I wrote with Chris Isaac.
All right, it's FPK.
Walking, spend a lot of time walking. That's what people do. getting over you. Smiling, did you see me smiling? The whole act's just for you. What else can I do? People say I'm better off alone, so I'm trying. Oh, please, if you see me cry, I apologize. I'm a little crazy. Together, we'd always be together. I thought you felt the same. Funny how things change. People say it takes a little time, so I'm trying. Oh, please, if you see me cry, I apologize. I'm a little crazy. People say I'm better off alone. People say it takes a little time. I can't hear a word those people say. I know that I'm crazy. Oh, please, if you change your mind, I won't change mine. But still I'm trying. I'm on my knees. Oh, I'm on my knees. I know you're over me, and it's driving me crazy. Walking, spend a lot of time walking. That's what people do. Getting over you.
That's such a great song.
Thank you.
Nicole Atkins here on 91.9 WFPK. Catch her tonight at WFPK's Winter Wednesday at the Clifton Center with Riley Walker, who's also going to be in here with Laura Shine here soon. And the record you said in June.
Yeah, and we're going to do most of the record tonight.
Oh, really?
So, yeah, people who come to the show will be the first to hear it.
Oh, I can't wait for that.
Guinea pigs.
Guinea pigs. Thank you so much for stopping by.
Yeah, I'm sorry I was late.
You were never late.
Okay, cool.
As long as you're here.
Yep, you guys
All
will.
right.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Zach.
See ya.
We'll see you guys both at the Clifton Center. Here it's 91.9 WFPK. I'll turn things back over to Laura Shine.